Now, what is your opinion on ad-libs in a song?
Adlibs is one of the most, I say, important factors, gang. So on the adlibs, it's important. Everybody got a signature adlib, something that they know you by when you about to go in. You know what I'm saying? And just let it happen natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shoot, it came from like me back then. You know, the person who I was back then. So like, and then it was Gunu with Hey Auntie. You know, so it's just like all coordinated. You know what I'm saying? But like facts. I feel like ad libs very important. Like it's very important. On my songs, I damn near make a separate song with ad libs. You know what I'm saying? So
Now, what about when it comes to collaborating with other recording artists, which you've done in your music career? Have you added your ad-libs to another artist's verse on the same song?
yeah, a song with that I have with me and Big Boogie. So yeah,
And do you recall the name of that song?
it's called Bounce. It's not out yet.
Now, when it comes to that song in particular, how did it become you adding your ad libs to another artist's verse? Is that something you voluntarily do? Is that something that's talked amongst
Nah,
yourselves?
it's just something that happened natural. When you in the studio working, bro, you can be feeling like no ad libs at all on certain songs. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, facts.
Now, a little bit of different twist here with this next question, but what are your thoughts on songs with another artist's ad libs, but no hook or verse from them on that song? It's just their ad libs sprinkled throughout the
I
track.
feel like that's lit. Like, you gotta think about it. There's been songs that like what's that song by Childish Gambino, right? This is America, and he got everybody on there. Earthquake, Tyler the Creator, he got everybody on there. You know what I'm saying? And they're featured in the credits. You know what I'm saying? But not directly on the song. So and there's so many artists on there. For real, you hear Cardi, you hear they're not in a video or nothing. Um, there's certain songs that you can hear like Rick Ross ad libs or little DJ Khaled, we the best throughout the song. You know what I'm saying? Little motivational speeches. Like it goes into the same thing with videos. I feel like we should bring cameos back, like when a big artist or a big homie fucking with somebody, they going hop in a video how Birdman used to rub his hands, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that to bring real hip hop back.
Now, speaking of this subject matter, before we dive deeper, have you been requested just for your ad libs on a song, but no hook or verse? Or have you requested others' ad libs, but no hook or verse from them?
Nah, no.
But sounds like that would be something you would be open to in the future.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Now, speaking of cameos, you said to the audience that this is something you'd like to see happen again in rap.
Yeah.
Have you taken upon yourself to start this wave again, or is that something you want to do in the future yourself, or is this just something you're just putting in the universe for others to hear and maybe start as well?
Repeat that one more
When it
time.
comes to cameos, you mentioned something like
Uh-huh.
we should bring cameos back where
Right.
maybe they're not in the credits, but they show up as a surprise in a music video.
Hmm.
So, because you want this trend to happen again or this wave, have you taken it upon yourself to maybe start this yourself? Or,
I
uh,
mean, it depends on who it is. They gotta be at a certain stature. They can't be an artist on the same level as me. It will look cool to the outside people. Name like, oh, they mess. You know what I'm saying? He messed with X, Y, and Z, or he be with this person, or they cool. They gonna collab soon. So it's just a little bit teasing, spreading here and there. But I'm not like reaching out like, hey, Drake Bell hop in the video. No, we're not doing that.
why not?
For what? If I'm not cool with them, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the same reason why I never paid for a feature. You know what I'm saying? I've never paid for a feature because you know what? Say if that's your biggest song, like the song that I got with Cash, I got songs with Skrilla, Tommy Richmond, everybody in the game, right? And the reason why that I never pay for a feature, maybe on the business side, like when it comes to labels, like I get them right with the publishing, the splits and everything. But bro, if it's natural, it's natural. I'm not trying to same reason why I don't pay for features, gang, because if your song blow up, say if that's the biggest song, right? You pay whatever artist, let's just say 100,000. You think if that become your biggest song, it don't matter if it's a platinum hit. If it wasn't natural, if I'm in his city and I'm performing, he not popping up to my show for free to perform that song. Not natural. You know what I'm saying? Now he see me as business. He don't see me as a, you know what I'm saying, like us building or whatever. He like, hey, if you want to continue, you gotta continue to pay. So nah, I'm not with that.
Now, this is a debate. There are some recording artists that have no problem paying for features. There are some that don't, like you said.
It depends. That's why I say it depends on. Like I said, me personally, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. But in the future, like hell yeah, if I need future, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of requests, like to hop on my songs, like those legends, people who really been in the game for hot for 10, 11 years straight. We know who those ones are. It's many of them. You feel me? Like the even from the pop side, Lady Gaga's, the Akons, whatever. Like yeah, hell yeah. In the future, definitely. And I also know in the industry business, it you never mix your business with personal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like this. Say if an artist pay for a feature, um, you don't take it personal. That can still be your dog. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, hey, you pay me, and when I need you, I'm gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? It can go like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool.
Now, I have interviewed someone before where they paid someone for a feature and
Mm.
it led to a personal relationship. So it started out as business and then it became personal to the point where they end up signing under that artist and breaking money together, so to speak.
Yeah, I seen Sauce Walker do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a prime example. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So definitely so. I definitely seen him do that a lot of times and really build artists. Like he known for that. Like he put a lot of people on behind it, bro. So like yeah, he legit when it comes to that.
And that was more or less who I had in mind. Speaking of him, actually,
Yeah,
I had
facts.
interviewed Peso Peso. And if memory serves me correct, our
Mm,
discussion was he paid Sauce for a feature and it ended up becoming he was part of the Sauce Factory
yeah,
at that
that's what I'm
point.
saying. And Peso really worked hard for that too. Shout out Peso for sure.
At some point.
Yeah.
I said at that point. But yeah, at some point he
Mm,
becomes a part of that. And look how
yeah,
far he's
facts.
gotten
Yeah,
with
facts.
that relationship and things of that nature. Started out as business first, though.
Hell yeah.
And what about on the opposite end of the spectrum? Okay, up until this point in your music career, you've never paid for a feature, but it sounds like you're not close to that in the future.
Mm.
But what about on the opposite end of the spectrum, as mentioned previously? Uh, do you accept payments for features, people that want to get a feature from you?
Nah, not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like in the past, you know what I'm saying, I kind of watered down the market by showing love to a lot of artists, bro. So I don't really be doing features no more unless it really makes sense. Unless I do plan on building with that artist and keeping a long relationship with them. I definitely learned that from Walk. So you know, it's not about the money for me. It's about if I believe in a person's vision. So if I'm even responding to you in DMs, bro, just know that I see something in them in that artist that can go. You feel me? Because I got, especially now, you know what I'm saying, with my everything going in my life, my manager, everything, coming together now again. So um, it's definitely like nah, unless it make complete sense.
And you mentioned something along the lines of here of, and I can't remember the words exactly you just said, but something along the lines of everything's coming together again. My manager or my new manager, whatever the case may be.
Mm.
Can you explain to the audience what the break or hiccup was there?
That's the reason why I got an album called "In a Way of Myself." That's coming because I'm my biggest enemy, but it's in everybody. You know what I'm saying? We all are you know what I'm saying, like our biggest critics. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, we all our biggest critic, bro. So whatever at the end of the day we get the final say so about ourselves, we get the final decision. So we all our biggest critics and we all had a moment where we felt so right about something and we be wrong, you know what I'm saying? So it happened with everybody, bro. So I just feel like it's something that people can relate to. Now, when it comes to the music, I'm not gonna say that the music don't match up with the title, but I'm talking a lot about females. I got a lot of trap songs on there too. But because like females are like the, women period, they the biggest support system of, what I'm saying, the music, I feel. I never seen a man, you know, say, yeah, I'm about to go to this Beyonce, concert. He would say that I'm going with my girl to a Beyonce concert, or it's bitches at the Beyonce concert, so I'm about to go there with the gang, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But females, the woman is the one who buying the front row tickets, you know what I'm saying? You know, who getting that merch, who really supporting. So I'm like, shout out to them. Like gang too, like the niggas, like the males, like they started, you know what I'm saying? They start the wave so the females can catch on too, because they the ones who start making the TikToks. The women don't like to support, you know what I'm saying, I feel, until a guy's already on, you feel me? Until they hear other niggas listening to them, and then they take over the market that way, how I feel. Because when you think about it, some of the hottest artists in the game right now, that's what they talk about. You got the NLE Chopper, you got Huncho, you got Raw Wave, you know, everybody, Lil Durk even, you know what I'm saying? He switched it up, he one of the greats, YB. You know, you got so many people coming out with these hits, even like smaller artists from, you know, artists who coming up from North Carolina, the A area, where, you know, YTB Fat even, he be talking about, you know, like the women shit like that, spoiling shop, and they love to feel good, cash. For sure, for sure. Like, yeah. So that's what really matters nowadays, gang. Is just really grabbing the crowd and never keep yourself in one space. Never.
Now, speaking of this title for this upcoming project you just mentioned, was this a title that you coined yourself or someone coined for you?
I coined it myself, and that's why I was saying what goes back to your question about the me having a manager and a new team and everything, because um, me making X amount of dollars a month, little private jet, you know what I'm saying, gang flying out Miami, doing all of that for weeks at a time, bro. It got tedious, and I thought that I was doing something because I'm still living a lifestyle of a, you know what I'm saying, as a rapper that's just coming into the game with $1 million deal, and I've been in the game for 6-7 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 24. So it's just like I thought I was doing something, but to the people, it's just like I had to convince them that I was serious again, and it took my manager to, you know, help me to clean my business up, as far as you know, laying it all on the line, like straight up, like previously with labels and everything like that, but you know, like showing up late, you know, thinking that I was bigger than the program, and nobody is, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that I was in the way of myself at the time before I like decided to lock in again and consistently drop and to show these folks, because and when it comes to business, I probably like did everything which way bad, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to personal and business game. So I probably did everything which way bad, bro. To not be here, my talent kept me afloat all of these years, you feel me? So now that I got the business back straight, it ain't nothing going on. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, doing the same shit that I used to do, and now I got more money than I ever had. You know, the business that come in, the corporate, you know what I'm saying, like everything together now. So, you know.
Now let's break this idea down a little bit further, because was this a self-recognition? Do you catch yourself and right your wrongs, or does someone pull you to the side and say, "Hey, we need to switch up what's going on because this trajectory that seems to follow could be a wrong path and maybe a never coming back path."
Sometimes I be, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the times I am conscious of what I'm doing. Um, and there's a lot of shit that I don't mean no harm by, you know what I'm saying? Because we all human, bro. I got emotions just like you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody else, bro. So, yeah, facts. Like,
And asking here because this is a serious subject,
mm,
because we've all seen the headlines of an artist go the wrong way and never recover from that. They crash, they burn, never heard from again. And then we've heard stories where
nah.
something of your nature here, where you get caught going down the wrong path, you fix yourself, and you're back onto a path of,
Like I said, it took people in my life to tell me that I needed to lock in, like family, like my cousin Wood, you know what I'm saying, like Prez, Malik, you know what I'm saying, my mom even. Just to be like, hey, lock in, you know what I'm saying? It's your time. Like, you don't have no more time to waste, just because I got too caught up in the money that I'm getting, bro. So it's just like, and there's more now, and I'm still at and I'm more level headed because I know what to do now. You feel me? So it's just like, back then I didn't. I'm just thinking, shit, make 20K one week, make 15 the next, make 100K in a month, and walk off with 10,000 in my pocket because I got another 100 coming to me soon. It's cool. Label gonna reach out. This shit cool. I got talent. You know what I'm saying? My manager brought me down. Those people, they brought me down to realization like, gang, lock in. You can drop the ball. Once I start seeing the numbers, it wasn't no drastic dip or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it always stayed in line. I'm still doing like 700,000 a week, 800,000 a week, stuff like that. But it's still, now it's spike. You know what I'm saying? Because I convinced the people that I'm, serious again. That I'm did for them, that I'm dropping the music for them, that I want them to hear what I got. And they support that too. So
And why do you think your numbers stayed the same? Because there are some that go down that wrong path or that wrong way or that wrong trajectory, and their numbers actually dip with that trajectory. And that's
yeah,
not only are they on a bad path, but their numbers are so bad, even if they tried to get on the right path, it would be so much harder for them to do so because they didn't have those constant numbers still keeping them
yeah.
afloat, so
So
to
with
speak.
me, I was still consistent more than most. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking that I was big in the program when it came to dropping. When it still dropped, I still promoted it with my life. I never did any playlisting with no labels or anything like that. So I like to keep my budget or, you know what I'm saying, like get reimbursed from what I spend my money on. Um, but as far as that gang, like, nah, I really don't like. Mm, yeah, I don't know, bro.
And let me also ask you something of this nature too, because you mentioned like I believe you said your mom and some other people like Prez and things of that nature kind of pulled you to the side and say, "Hey,
Nah,
let's."
like he pulled me out the water, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was never financially. It was always the business. You feel me? And that's where it matters at, especially in the industry of entertainment, gang. You feel me? I got the only thing that kept me afloat, like I said, was really my talent, gang, and I was still consistent more than most. And when I did drop, I was still. I just started using TikTok for real this year, so I was still doing all of those things where like I think because it has a part to do not only with the talent, but I was still living a lifestyle. A lot of them, the money fall with the numbers. Like that didn't happen for me. You feel me? So because of the songs that I was making and the tapes that I was still dropping, still was going, top 100. I'm talking about with no management, no team behind you at all, gang. You still going top 100, top 50 on Apple. That says something when you only got an IG and YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Now, just to break here in the conversation for a second, for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, maybe they've seen your name before, but now they're getting a chance to really get into your perspective through this interview and get to know you here a little bit more personally. Care to share your screen names, your usernames, your handles on IG, TikTok, and YouTube?
Okay, so Instagram is XanServin. That's XanServin. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is XanMan. And TikTok is one XanServin. So it's the same as the IG with the number one in front of it. Something funny. It took my name, bro.
And asking you for these names here because there could be some fraudulent profiles representing
Nah,
you,
I mean,
scammy profiles,
nah, not
fan
really. Not
pages.
really. I got my Twitter hacked before. But like I said, bro, after that, I had to give probably around like I say around 6 to 7 grand back out the fans after that happened to me. You know what I'm saying, on my Twitter, and it was going on for a long time. I had to post it on my story every day. If you a real supporter, you know, you know. I was posting on my story every day. Please don't tap in with my Twitter. It had like 40,000 followers, so you know what I'm saying. That's a lot for Twitter. You feel me? But yeah, I don't be on that, fool.
So as far as Twitter is concerned, also now known as X, are you on that platform at all? Does that profile
Yeah,
still
it's
exist?
one. I think it's one hey shoot, like one hey shoot. Um, um, yeah, that's my Twitter. I be going viral on there too, like just tweets that I be coming to mind. Like he's saying random shit.
And can you spell that out as well?
The number one, then HEY, SHOOT.
And was that profile there on Twitter, also known as X, was that the previously hacked profile, or was the hacked
Mm-mm.
profile something
Mm-mm,
else?
mm-mm, mm-mm. It was too much damage done. So when I was with Atlantic, once I got my Twitter back, it took them about probably like 4 weeks because it was near Christmas time. They go on their big breaks and all of that stuff. Everybody does. But when I was with the label at the time, after we got it back, it was so much damage done. I sent back all of the money and deleted it because I couldn't even get everybody. I'm gonna be real, like because I don't like I would never, like me personally, like especially if I had more than them gang, I never take money out of their mouth that they can be using to feed their family with. You know what I'm saying? I don't roll like that. And plus, if I had more than them, like, why would I risk that? You know what I'm saying? They can spend $20 to see me at the show and shit go down and click out, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that is worth all of that, gang. I'd rather just send a nigga his money back and move on before I go ahead and take money. He can have kids, anything. He probably thought that I was his last only hope to get you know what I'm saying, a song with me. I can't roll like that, you know.
So just for clarification, that hacked Twitter
Yeah,
profile.
it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you started brand new all over again with the hey shoot.
Yeah, the one he shoot. At first it was one Zan serving again, but I got it. That one got deleted too. But that's because I made a crazy quote. I said something crazy on there to somebody, and like Elon had to do that to me, bro. I, yeah, it was a quote, and the tweet was blowing up, but it was just too harsh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Elon had to do that to me.
And as far as deals, record deals, where are you currently at this point with that?
The independent money different. I can't hold you. Like, I love it, gang. Like, the independent money different. But I'm a free agent, and I gotta, especially now, I have a lot of offers on the table. Um, I do. I have about like 4 to 5 deals on the table right now, like currently today. But like, yeah, it's going to keep on going up, and only thing that's going to increase is the offers and the numbers. So yeah, but I'm a free agent now. You know.
And these are major deals on the table, independent deals on the table,
I got
major
about,
artists trying to sign you.
I got about, yeah, all of the above. So I was talking to so many labels, and they all reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I love what you're doing, and then the numbers just gonna keep increasing. I have about like 2 major labels right now, and I have about uh, I got 3 independent labels, so about like 5. Artist wise, it was you know, I was talking to Tato, you know what I'm saying, about, Glow Gang, you know what I'm saying. He said he wanted to sign me, because he asked me if I would sign. There's a couple of artists, but couple of artists I was supposed to do some shit with, Meek fuck with me. Uh, I talk to Tweet all the time. He's like, man, like Tweet called me all the time. That's my boy. He's like, man, why you not DC yet? You know what I'm saying? But I still keep that relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? I go around, they always show love. I was signed to Sauce Walka. You know what I'm saying? That's still family to this day, 1,000,000%. You know what I'm saying? So he showed me the way with this independent shit. Like, I feel, man, I feel so good. This the best I felt since 2019, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
What happened with that deal?
What?
You and Sauce.
Nothing happened with the deal. It's just that me being around that, you know what I'm saying, for so long, I stayed with him for like 2 years almost, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in the H, like live, you feel me? So it's just like I started to be like who I was around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get my shit together because shit ain't gonna make me go out more. It give me a little bit of a name, trust me. My Houston, everything in the H, you know what I'm saying, went up for me, but I can't do that. That's my brother, that's my dog. It was never, if I call him right now and be like, hey, I'm coming back, I'm gonna give you an album, I'm gonna give you some singles. TSF back in my bio, I'm here tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? My brother gonna come to me with open arms, and I'm like, I'm ready to lock in this time. It's a lot of things that I did back then that we ain't have no disagreements on or nothing like that, or he wasn't, but he's giving me an understanding, you feel me? Back then, I look at it as he getting on me, but he is just giving me an understanding about this industry shit, and now I know, because it worked, so. Yeah, but it's never no problem, 1,000,000%, never no problem with walks. Always show love, always make sure I'm straight, real nigga.